Hello, friends. Welcome to day 25 of Reconnect, your 30-day yoga challenge. One of my teachers once said something that really stuck with me. She said, "You cannot reject your humanity to embrace your divinity," meaning that our yoga practice, this journey of self-discovery that we're on, it's not about shaming and rejecting some parts of yourself and embracing other parts. It's about developing clarity and courage to love your whole self. Instead of rejecting the difficult parts, we learn to embrace them with compassion, and then we work to come into healthy alignment with what is and with what serves your highest good and happiness. Today, we'll work on loving our whole self and aligning with what makes you healthy and happy. Before we begin today, if you enjoy my teaching, please click the subscribe button. Please also consider becoming a Patreon member. Patreon gives me the support that I need to make these videos, and it gets you access to classes and content I only create for my patrons. It's a wonderful community. I love my Patreon family. If you're a member already, thank you. And if not, I welcome you to check it out. It's fun. Let's begin today in a nice, comfortable, easy seat. Rooted and grounded. Relax your shoulders from your ears. Close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall. And just come into a relaxed breath in and out through your nose. Feel the sensation of breath entering the nose, the coolness, the expansion into the lungs, and a sense of release, letting go as you exhale. Any stress and tension leaving the body. Feel a softening from the crown of your head across your scalp. And relax into your forehead and your brow. And relax the muscles around your eyes and your cheeks. Relax your tongue and your jaw. And feel softness and ease melting down your neck into your shoulders, all the way down your spine. And now let's offer ourselves some affirming words of kindness, compassion, self-love. I'll say these words out loud. You repeat them silently to yourself. Here we go. I love who I am. I love and accept all of me as worthy of love. I align myself with what serves my highest good. Let's sit for a few more moments, eyes closed. Welcome the power of these words to move through you. Blink your eyes slowly open. All right. Extend your right leg long in front of you. Bring the sole of that left foot inside the right thigh. Gently press the outside of that left thigh down to the mat, opening up the hips. As we inhale, reach up to the sky, big breath. Exhale, fold forward nice and slow with a long spine. Inhale, lift and lengthen crown of your head, reach it forward. Exhale, melt a little deeper. Just welcome space and ease into all the places you feel sensation here. Breathe into those places. And now we're going to move a little bit with the breath here. So just watch me and listen to the cues. As we inhale, rise up, bring that left hand behind you, press into the left hand, lift your hips and sweep the right hand up and over. Great big breath as you reach. Exhale, we come back down to the sit bones. Inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky. And a long exhale, we fold forward. Nice and easy. A long inhale, let's rise up. Again, left hand to the mat. Press and lift the hips. Sweep the right hand behind you. Exhale, sit bones come down. Inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky. And a long, slow exhale, we fold once again. One more time. Big inhale, rise up, lift the hips, right hand behind, big breath. Exhale, lower the sit bones. Inhale, sweep the hands up to the sky. And exhale, a long, slow fold. And let's settle down here for a couple of breaths. Relax into it. Nice. I love those dynamic stretches. They're really helpful in getting more space and mobility and some juice into your stretch. Inhale, rise up. Let's do the other side. Extend the left leg long. Sole of the right foot comes inside the thigh. Again, root the sit bones. Press the outside of the right thigh down. Open the hips. Reach to the sky. And exhale, nice, slow fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Imagine the spine getting really long here. And as you exhale, melt. Find a position that feels good in your body and your hips. All right, let's move with the breath just like we did on the other side. Big, long, slow inhale, rise up, right hand to the mat, lift the hips and left hand, reach up and over, big breath. Exhale, lower the sit bones. Inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. And a long, slow exhale as we fold forward. Inhale, slow inhale, rise. Right hand plants behind you, lift and lengthen, reach through the left fingertips. Exhale, sit bones come down. Inhale, hands to the sky. Long, slow exhale as we fold. Inhale, rise one more time. Plant the right hand behind you, lift and really reach through the left fingertips. Exhale, lower the sit bones. Inhale, sweep the hands to the sky. And exhale, nice, slow fold. And this time we're going to settle once again in the fold and rest there. I love the combination of those movements with the breath too. Really helps to move energy and just get a sense of depth and space in the stretch. Inhale, rise up. Sweep the legs around behind you. Let's find tabletop, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and curl your toes under, lift the hips, push back to downward dog. We'll take a few breaths here. Pedal the feet, bend one knee, draw the opposite heel down to the earth. Feel free to move your hands and feet around here. Find a sweet spot for your downward dog. And then coming to stillness, great big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Bring your feet together. Inhale, take your right foot back and up to the sky. Three-leg dog. Really extend long through the back of the leg. Exhale, right knee into the chest. Squeeze it in, shift forward, and step the right foot through between your hands. Come to your fingertips. Lift your heart off the front thigh and fire up that back leg. Inhale, float your hands to the sky for a nice, strong crescent lunge. Keep a deep bend in the front knee. As you exhale, slowly twist open to the right, reaching the right hand back. Continue twisting until the chest faces off the long side of the mat. Inhale, turn to face the front, sweep both hands up to the sky. Crescent once again. And as you exhale, float the hands down to just touch the fingertips to the mat. Keep your heart off the front thigh. And we're going to float forward into Warrior 3. Push off gently from the back foot. Straighten the front leg. Wing your arms back. And lift the left heel as you dip the left hip, keeping the hips level. Extend the crown of your head forward, long spine. And trying to balance on your right foot, let's rise up into one leg mountain pose. And if you need to step down the left foot there, that's fine. Hands to the sky, lift the left knee and extend the left leg long, point the toes and hold the hips nice and level here. Breathe. As we exhale, we're going to float back into a low lunge. So the hands slowly come down and that left foot steps all the way back. Beautiful, low lunge. Let's do that little sequence one more time. Hard off the front thigh. Inhale, float the hands up to the sky, crescent lunge. Exhale, slowly we twist open to the right hand reaching back. Inhale, turn to face the front, both hands float to the sky. And exhale, hands come down, fingertips touch the mat, heart off the front thigh as we glide forward into warrior 3. Wing the arms back, straighten that front leg, level out the hips, and a nice long spine. Staying balanced on the right foot, let's rise up into one leg mountain pose again. Hands to the sky, lift the left knee and extend the left leg, point the toes. Hold and breathe here. And as you exhale, float back to a low lunge. See if you can stay balanced on that right foot as the hands come down and the left foot steps back. Nice work. Step your front foot back and up to the sky, 3-leg dog. And slowly walk your hands back to the standing foot, keeping the right foot in the sky for standing split at the back of the mat. As you exhale, draw the right knee into the chest. Inhale, keep the hips level and lift that right foot back to the sky. Squeeze the right glute at the top and exhale, knee into chest. Let's do that a few times. Inhale, take the right foot to the sky, standing split, squeeze the right glute. Exhale, knee into chest. Inhale, lift that foot to the sky, squeeze the right glute. Exhale, knee into chest. One more time. Inhale, take the right foot to the sky, squeeze the right glute, and this time, curtsy, left knee behind the right, wing the arms back. And as we inhale, step tall, mountain pose, hands to the sky, and let's lift up through the heels, push into the balls of the feet, and we'll do some calf raises, calf strengthening. This is really good. So slowly lower the heels. As soon as the heels touch, lift the heels, push into the balls of the feet, squeeze the calves at the top. Exhale, heels touch, and right back up, squeeze the calves at the top. We'll do that a few times. Exhale, heels come down. Inhale, lift the heels, squeeze the calves. Exhale, heels come down, and inhale, squeeze the calves at the top. A couple more times, heels lower, and heels lift, squeeze. Lower the heels. Lift the heels and squeeze one more time. Lower the heels, lift the heels, and squeeze the calves. And hold. Try to hold here. If you need to tiptoe around, that's okay. Hold and squeeze for 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower the heels and let's sit right down into chair pose. Ease your way into chair. Not real deep. Right away, relax the shoulders. Notice a long, straight line all the way down my arms, down the spine to the tailbone. Let's take it a little bit deeper. Bend into the knees, shift weight into the heels. Breathe into wherever you feel that warmth in the thighs and the butt. And now a little bit deeper still. Stay with me. Breathe into it. Inhale, rise up, open your wings, and swan dive. Fold at the back of the mat. As you inhale, walk your hands back to the front of the mat, downward dog. And inhale, let's wave the body forward into plank pose. Hold plank for a moment, wrap the elbows in. Long spine here, so imagine the shape of a plank. Firm up the belly, firm up the thighs, and let's come down to forearm plank. So come down to the elbows, the forearms. Keep the belly nice and firm and engaged. Engage the thighs, engage your butt. Push into the forearms and elbows and feel those ab muscles and the obliques, even the hip muscles, engage even more and hold for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower the hips and the thighs for Sphinx pose. Untuck the toes, elbows under the shoulders, spread the fingers wide. As you inhale, lift the heart, and then energetically drag those elbows back towards you. The elbows don't move, it's just an energy. Push the heart forward and draw the shoulders back. Close your eyes and breathe. Exhale, slowly lower. Reach your hands overhead. Big stretch, wiggle the fingers and toes, and exhale. Just relax. Blink your eyes open and sink your hips back to your heels. Child's pose. Take the knees wide. Big toe mounds come to touch. Great big reach through the hands and let the forehead come down to the mat. Let's just rock side to side here, feeling into Mama Earth beneath you. Feel supported, safe, strong, alive in your body. Come forward, tabletop curl the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Feet together and take your left heel up to the sky. Exhale, knee into chest, squeeze it in, shift forward and step through between your hands, low lunge. Come to your fingertips, lift the heart off the front thigh. Inhale, float the hands up to the sky. Crescent Lunge. Nice deep bend in that front thigh. Breathe into it. Exhale, slowly we twist, open to the left. Reach the left hand back. Keep twisting. And as you inhale, turn back to face the front, hands to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, hands float down to the mat, just to the fingertips here. The heart stays off the thigh, and we glide forward into Warrior 3. Push off from the back foot, straighten the front leg, and wing the arms back. Level out the hips here, so as the right heel lifts, the right hip dips, and a long straight spine. Staying balanced on the left foot, let's rise up slowly into one leg mountain pose. Again, stepping down there, totally cool. Hands to the sky, lift the right knee and extend the right foot. Point the toes, hold the hips nice and even as you breathe. And then exhale, we float back into low lunge. See if you can stay balanced on that left foot for as long as you can. Hands eventually come down, low lunge. And let's do it again. Up to the fingertips, sweep the hand up to the sky. Woo! Falling over is okay, right? Welcome play, curiosity. Exhale, twist open to the left hand reaching back, twist it. Inhale, turn back to face the front, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands float down to the mat, and we glide forward once again. Warrior 3, feeling a little warmth building, maybe losing some balance. That's okay. Wing the arms back, level out the hips, and as you inhale, slowly rise, one leg mountain pose again. Challenge yourself. Lift the right knee, extend that right leg, point the toes, breathe. And float back to low lunge. Hands come down. Welcome the challenge with a smile, with a sense of play, right? Step your front foot back and up to the sky. 3-leg dog. And keeping that left foot lifted, walk your hands back to the standing foot for standing split. Exhale, draw the left knee into the chest. Inhale, keep the hips nice and level as you lift the left foot to the sky, standing split, and squeeze the left glute at the top. Let's do that a few times. Exhale, knee into chest. Inhale, lift the foot, squeeze the glute. Exhale, knee into chest. Inhale, lift the foot, squeeze the glute. Exhale, knee comes in. Inhale, lift that foot, squeeze at the top. One more time. Exhale, knee comes in. And inhale, lift and squeeze at the top. Exhale, curtsy this time, left knee behind the right, wing the arms back. And as you inhale, we step tall, mountain pose, hands to the sky, lift those heels, and let's work the calves once again. Press into the balls of your feet, squeeze the calf muscles. Exhale, heels touch, and then they go right back up. Squeeze at the top. Heels come down, touch and raise, squeeze. Exhale, heels down. Raise up and squeeze. Heels come down. Take them back up and squeeze. Feel that calf working. Come down 2 more. Inhale, rise and squeeze. And last one, heels come down. Lift and squeeze, and let's hold it at the top here, folks. Breathe into it, reach into the sky. Feel those calf muscles strong, engaged for 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels, and we come right down into chair pose. Maybe you're feeling a little shake happening now in the thighs, in the arms, perhaps. That's okay, right? Go with it. Welcome the experience, wherever it takes you. Breathe, relax. We're all in this together. So let's feel it together. Let's play with it together. Take it a little deeper. Let's explore where it takes us together. Feel that earth energy in the thighs and the butt. Rock weight back into the heels. Deeper still we go. Stay with me. Breathe with me. Inhale, rise, open your wings, and we take a great big bow at the back of the mat. Inhale, walk the hands forward, finding downward dog, and let's wave forward slowly and strongly into plank pose. Hold plank for a moment, wrap the elbows in, firm up the belly, and we come down to forearm plank. Beautiful work. Breathe, feel, breath, energy, strength, all up and down the spine here. So feel the crown of your head, reach it forward, and the heels drawing back to lengthen and stretch out the spine, and then push into the earth with your hands, your forearms, your elbows. Firm up the belly, draw the navel in and up to the spine for 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips, lower the thighs. One more Sphinx pose, untuck the toes, position the elbows underneath the shoulders, and then lift your heart. Draw the shoulders back as you push your heart forward and welcome that space and opening into the upper back. Welcome that gentle compression into the low back. And welcome your heart to open and expand here. Exhale slowly, lower, reach forward, wiggle, breathe, stretch. And exhale, melt and relax. Blink eyes open and sink your hips back to your heels. Child's pose. And let's just hang out in child's pose for a few glorious moments. Feeling grateful for this practice. Grateful for this day. Grateful for the opportunity to share it all with you and with each other. And sit back to your heels, sweep your legs around in front, and let's take a nice big wide leg seat. We'll stretch out the hips and the hamstrings and the IT band and all that good stuff with a wide leg seated forward fold. Big breath, reach in, or up rather, to the sky through your fingertips. And exhale, we fold forward, nice and slow. When your hands meet the mat, check in. Notice if you're hunching over here, really extend, lift the heart, lift the crown of your head. And exhale, slowly fold with that long spine. I always like to imagine the spine is like a board and the hinge in the fold is at my hips. So I'm just folding from the hips. And just take that as deep as feels good in your body and breathe into that place. Inhale slowly, rise, come to your back. And let's give ourselves a great big hug. Knees into chest, wrap your arms around your knees, a little rock side to side. I love who I am. I acknowledge and accept and offer love and compassion and kindness to all the parts of myself. The light, the shadow, and everything in between. I embrace it as a way to learn and grow and be a light in this world. Take your feet up in the air. Happy baby. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Continue to rock side to side. Let your shoulders and low back draw down to the mat. Feel an opening, a warmth, and a light growing in your heart, expanding through your whole body. Great big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Release your feet, and let's find Savasana together. Bring some wiggles and breath into your fingers and your toes, your wrists and ankles. Inhale, reach your hands overhead, stretch. Great big breath. Exhale, knees into chest and roll to your right side. Push yourself up to a seat at the top of your mat. Bring your palms together at your heart. Close your eyes. And let's raise our thumb knuckles to the point between our brow, and we bow to one another in light and love. Namaste. Yay. I really had fun with that. I hope you did too. Journal time. Grab your journals. And your journal exercise today is to consider one aspect of yourself that you've had trouble accepting, okay? And then you have two questions around that. One, is it possible to stand against actions that cause suffering, but still love the human that's acting out, okay? That's one. And two, is it possible that acknowledging and accepting and showing more love and compassion to these shadow aspects of yourself can help to align your intentions, your words, your actions more with what serves your highest good, okay? Little deep today, but so worth it. And again, these questions are written out in the video description, so you can go there and take your time with them, okay? Love you lots. See you tomorrow, day 26.